Hey everyone, welcome back to another Christmas in July video. In the last one, I shared several Christmas DIYs that you can make ahead, get a head start on your Christmas decor for this upcoming season. In today's video, I'm going to share some thrifted items that I found, and I'm going to flip them and give them new life. For the first thrift flip, I found this bag of little gingerbread people. I thought they were so cute and I loved the handmade look to them. So I brought them home and decided to make a garland out of them. I used some floral wire to make a little loop to then attach to a string. I used some red and white twine that I had left over from last Christmas. I tied each one to the string and tried to space them out evenly. Then I took some red velvet ribbon and tied several bows and placed a bow in between each gingerbread man. I love the way this little garland turned out. It has such a cozy, handmade, simple look to it. The perfect little cozy cottage piece of decor. Next, I found this little Christmas tree from the thrift store. It was originally from HomeSense and still had its tags on it, and I really liked everything about it except I wanted to change up the pot. So I also found this little square basket and thought it would make the perfect base for this tree. And I simply placed the tree inside of it. I used some craft paper to prop up the tree and to fill in the spaces around it so there were no open gaps, and the brown craft paper blended in nicely with the brown basket. The next piece I found was this sleigh from Goodwill for only $7. I wanted to keep the colors similar but change the tone of them a bit. So I started by spray painting the metal sides with a black spray paint. I was trying to be careful to keep it on the metal, but I wasn't too worried if some touched the wicker, because then after I finished that, I took some antiquing wax and changed the tone of the wicker and was able to blend in any black spray paint that got onto it. I love the way this one turned out, and I'm so happy that I was able to get such a statement piece like this for such a low price. Next up, I found this little crystal looking bowl at the thrift store. I thought this one would make just a classy little centerpiece, and I really liked the scalloped details around the edge of it. For this one, I simply just cleaned it up and then placed a battery operated candle in the middle and wrapped some Norfolk greenery around it. For this last thrift flip, I found this little lantern candle holder. I loved the vintage feel, and I knew I could make this one work for any season, so it made the perfect versatile piece of decor. I just wanted to change up the glass on this one a bit and give it a hammered glass look. So first I wiped it down really well and then put several spritzes of a vinegar water mixture all over the outside of the glass. And then right after that I sprayed on a glossy clear spray paint. I let it dry completely and then added a little red velvet bow to the base of this candle holder, and that completed this cute, cozy little piece of decor. And that completes all the thrift flips I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!